Nicola Sturgeon is on the brink in her push for a second independence vote after securing a pact with the Scottish Greens, which could allow a referendum bill to be pushed through the Scottish Parliament. A meeting of the Scottish Government Cabinet approved the power-sharing deal yesterday based on similar arrangements the New Zealand Greens have with Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern. Both parties, who support a second independence referendum, have been locked in negotiations since May after the SNP fell one seat short of an overall majority at the Holyrood election. The new agreement, which still needs to be approved by Scottish Green members and the SNP's National Executive Committee, will see the Greens in national government for the first time in the UK. The draft deal mirrors a similar agreement between Labour and the Lib Dems in the first two terms of the Scottish Parliament when Jack McConnell served as First Minister between 2001 and 2007. Under the deal, two Green MSPs will become Scottish Government junior ministers after a nomination process, taking the number of pre-separation MSPs in Holyrood to 72, 7 more than the 65 needed for a majority. It will not be a formal coalition between the two, but the deal will see them work together on key issues including the climate emergency, economic recovery, child poverty, the natural environment and energy. Green MSPs also would support the Scottish Government on confidence votes, as well as in annual budgets if there is appropriate funding for the shared policy programme. But at the heart of the draft policy programme known as the Bute House Agreement, both parties will commit to holding a second referendum on Scottish independence after the COVID-19 pandemic has passed within the current parliamentary session. It will also see the creation of two new Scottish Government overseas offices in Warsaw and Copenhagen to promote Scotland's interests in Central Europe and the Nordic countries, a move which has been criticised by the Scottish Tories as a waste of Scottish taxpayers' cash. Alongside this, the deal will support the Scottish Government's view that oil and gas licences should be reviewed rather than scrapped. Ms Sturgeon was criticised earlier this month for what was seen as a less than full-throated opposition to the controversial Cambo oil field near Shetland. The field, which could produce more than 800 million barrels of oil, came to the fore after a UN-backed report was described as Code Red for humanity on climate change, with the Scottish Government urging Prime Minister Boris Johnson to reject the plans.